Hello, my name is Mordred Viking, and I'd like to welcome you to episode 5 of this Let's Play Victoria 2. This is the March of the Vikings, and we are Nytungvik. I'm sorry if I've just blown your ears out there. I did change my microphone settings to hopefully make it a bit louder, because I did notice that I've basically been going down to a whisper. I don't know why, so I've just basically made everything 100%. And if I need to do additional gain after that, then we'll see what happens, but hopefully this is better. Anyway, in the previous episode, we were fighting a number of wars. We haven't actually lost any territory yet, but we've certainly not gained any. And we have lost a lot of people in these wars. Like, our standing army right now is negligible. So we're basically just going to bump this up to maximum speed, basically. And rush through time, let our population recover, let our manpower recover, build up our industry somewhat, try and get our world ranking up again. And generally just try and recover something of our lost prestige and our lost greatness. Like, look how many troops they've got compared to us. I mean, that's Japan. We're China. We should have hundreds of thousands of people. Millions even. But we don't. Okay, army professionalism. That should help our military do somewhat better. Let's get army decision making as well, because this is morale and military tactics. And I believe those are both things that were lacking previously. Our population is growing again. Economy is making money. We are taxing them as much as we can afford to. We have 15,000 in the bank. Is there anything I should be doing with that? For example, building railroads? I don't think so. I think that's all going to be down to our capitalists. What I would like to do is reopen some of these factories or close them outright. Or destroy them even. Political reform desires increased. Political religion. Okay, cool. Yeah, we are definitely making too much money right now. Are those rebels? No. Fiddlesticks. We do still have 2 armies that we can use to deal with them. Let's actually just turn you guys on to hunt rebels, and we'll just leave you to do your thing. Education could certainly do with being turned up again. Well, if we're making money, let's turn education up, and we'll see if we continue making money. I mean, we're losing it right now, but hopefully. Now, our artisans are making a small fortune. How are the clerks doing? That's another thing I have not checked for some time. So, let's deselect you all, clerks, and these guys. You still need more. Well, the ones where we're actually recruiting, you have more than enough. You need to stop. You also have more than enough. You also need to stop. Okay, you need more, clearly. Clerks. You have enough. Guangdong could do with more. And there we go. Those are both of our focuses done. Okay, good. Did I read that right? 100% of our industrial population is Norse. Okay, cool. Apparently assimilation is a thing that does happen over time. So if we select everyone, we should be becoming more and more Icelandic and more Norse. In fact, our religion is very dominantly Norse at this point, which is very good. The number of artisans in our population is reducing. We don't have that many farmers. Like, surprising number are still labourers, which are RGA producers rather than food production. So that's kind of interesting. Why are you guys not hunting them? Oh, you probably think you'd lose. That's basically your way of saying you need more money, isn't it? Alright, let's reduce you back down to 80% and let's increase the army spending to 50%. Still losing money, though nowhere near as quickly as we were. And you guys are back in the fight. Good. And that's all the rebels dealt with. Marvellous. Ah, you're another army. Let's split you in half and move you over there. Then each of you can also be on rebel hunting duties. We could train some more troops, which we probably should do. Alright, we're building ships now, which is good. Right, how is the army looking? Mostly infantry, mostly infantry, mostly infantry. So we need some artillery, I think. Let's get 5 of you artillery. And then 4 more cavalry. Then the rest, infantry. That'll do. Alright, good stuff, good stuff. Yeah, we're definitely getting some ships going, which is good, because that's going to mean our navy is growing. How are we doing in terms of industry? Industrially, we are 31st. Would very much like to invest more in that. Citizenship policy debated in Nytungvik. Full citizenship is what we want. Because we are trying to go hardcore liberal at the moment, so that our economy can basically grow itself through the use of capitalists. Just pouring myself some tea. I need to fortify myself for this. Put you there. Crash bang wallop. You can't be playing China without tea, surely. It's not allowed. It's illegal. Alright, we have tea. We are now once again properly fortified. Now all it needs is an army to actually fortify, and then we'll be all good. Citizenship policy debated again. Social justice, more plurality, excellent, that's more research speed. How is our literacy? It's now 29%, so that is growing pretty nicely, I think. We're out of money and we're taking loans. That is not what I was after. So we're once again not fighting anything, so we'll go down to 30 with you, and I think we're going to go down to 60 on education. And there we go, making money. 1.93% of the population are clergy, so we're reaching the maximum number of clergy that we actually want. Let's make sure we get these loans repaid. Although this is just purely the Bank of Nytungvik, so it's our own people that we've taken a loan out on. Tariff policies. We want free trade. Lower them as much as possible. All the tea. Let the farmers keep some. Make the people a bit happier. Coalition of liberal and anarcho-liberals. So radicals and liberals have grown. Interesting. Let's repay another chunk of that loan. Big swing up and down, but I think that's as we're building troops. That happens. Yeah, pretty much. Cool ally from Mordgard. Mordgard nation is fighting against India in the liberation of Sind against India. Of course I'll join you. Of course, of course, of course. Wait, we're fighting Cridricky? Oh, okay. There's loads of them on our sides. Solaris Oyama, Fastrsand, Yom's Vikings against them and Cridricky. Interesting. Well, I'm hoping that Solaris Oyama has actually built a navy now. Although, it doesn't really look like it. Like, you've definitely dropped the ball a bit on that. I would like to get my own navy gathered together in Hong Kong shore. And then our armies will also need to be gathered, I think. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to grab all of my troops and just say, we need you all over here. And hopefully we don't start taking attrition. Now we are. Group. Group. Split. 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 4 units. One can go there. One can stay here. One can stay here. One can go to the north. Alright, then the next thing that I was going to do is I was going to start putting some rally points out. So rather than just having them all in Berlin as I've done in the past, I'm going to add just a couple more. And then hopefully this will automatically split our army out and make them not quite so silly. And not have to spend quite so much time trying to make them all, like, properly equipped. All pops in fusion which are not Icelandic gain consciousness or militancy. I'd rather you had consciousness, to be honest. Actually, no, you come here. Stop. You come here. You go there. Group. I think we need more artillery. That's fine, that can be arranged. Okay, so we are making a fair amount of money again. We're jumping up in terms of our place in the world, which means that we should be getting goods and things for cheaper. And I wish to repay my loan. All of it. Not quite. Not quite. Alright, how's the war over here coming? Mordgard has a lot of troops. So does India, to be fair. I think Mordgard's going to have more, and Mordgard should be more industrial. Plus, they have more allies. Yeah, 705 military strength against 387. This is India declaring the war. Mordgard being the second greatest power, India not even being in there. Kudriki, however, are. And I can't see anything of what they are doing, although they are actually getting invaded. And Mordgard has a massive navy, which means that Kudriki is going to struggle to actually move anywhere. Okay, so Mordgard is a big fleet. That is good to know. Let's repay some more of this loan. Like so. Marvellous, marvellous. And Solris Yama doing its thing. I mean, I'm mostly here for moral support. I'm kind of on the sidelines going, huzzah! As I'm like to do. More attrition, no, less attrition, more hospitals, more pop growth. Excellent. Destitution and poverty. We're not closing down the pubs. Never, 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 never! The bars will stay open. We're at 191. I think we're actually losing slightly. The fleet has grown. Are you all men of war? You are. Marvellous. Army decision making is done. Okay, so we are fully done on that line. This would allow us to get engineers and more combat width, and then guards, which would be nice. Mobilization size is another very important one for us. Though I'd also quite like inorganic industry. And mining would be good. Early railroad would be super useful. Let's get another max focus and then industry. Or realism for more prestige. We could certainly do with prestige. How long? 9,000, 6,000, 3,000. That's true actually. Getting these would be useful. Especially that one so we can get lumber mills, because we do produce a lot of wood, do we not? Let's grab that and then we get lumber mills, which because we produce those resources ourselves, we get first dibs on them. So we should be able to be pretty efficient in our lumber production. Why are you taking attrition? Oh, because you're underfunded. Yeah, that's fine. Don't care about that. War's over. We won. Yay! Go us! We clearly did a lot in that particular war. Like, our moral support was absolutely vital for our victory there. Oh, who's fighting here? Siam is fighting against India. And Wu. Oh, wait, Siam's fighting Wu? Hold on. Oh no, you're fighting Miao. You're still allied with Wu. Who's Miao? Miao's them. Can I fight Miao? You're at war with a lot of people and you have no allies. And we're doing just fine in terms of infamy, so yeah, we're going to do that. Hopefully this time we actually manage to take some land. I mean, if they're going to be getting pummeled here by their enemies, then we absolutely want to jump in and take some stuff before Chi takes it all. Mordgard's backing Denmark over Danish Osthanover. And I was detected, so we take a bunch of infamy, but that's fine. It will tick down over time. I mean, there's no real reason to have it just sitting at 0. And yes, I will let Wu through my territory. Gladly. And there we go, lumber mill. Excellent. Let's get railroad. I think I'm going to start investing heavily in industry because I want to industrialize. Industrialization is just so important for basically everything else. More population growth. Excellent. The crisis is actually growing. Oh no. Italy accepted the white peace from Mordgard. Well done, well done. Wow, these two are just blitzing ahead of everyone. Look at that industrial score. Crazy. Although the Byzantines have done pretty well. Furniture and furniture factories. Spain, or also known as Navarrese companies, doing okay. Solris Oyama. Wow, Kudriki, Solris Oyama and Mordgard are all in the top 8. That's interesting. Now I just need Fastrsand and, of course, Nytungvik. Which I am sure will happen at some point. Can I not train any more troops? I don't think so. All aristocrats in Nytungvik and Jiangxi gain 3 consciousness, and all farmers gain militancy. All the population is reduced. Oh, aristocratic population is reduced. Crush them. I should really have read the event there. Sorry, I was just kind of... I know this episode's just going to be me just blitzing through time because we have to spend time recovering our forces. Karl Marx has published the Communist Manifesto, which has led to the workers of Denmark to found a party dedicated to advancing the agenda laid therein. So has Denmark gone communist? No, still conservative. It just means the communists are active there in Denmark now. Interesting. How is Europe looking? Spain's consolidating their holds, I think. Byzantium's looking scary. Batid's looking scary. Norway doing its thing. Finland doing alright. Nazaretes, Faroes. Yom's Vikings. I think they've lost territory to the Faroes. I'm pretty sure that this used to belong to... In fact, I'm sure it did, because they used to have a homogeneous border there. Is anyone in the colonial age yet? I don't think so. No one going for the scramble for Africa yet. Doesn't look like territory over here has been changing hands. Or maybe it has and I just don't recognise it. That's entirely possible too. Alright, we once again have too much money. It's a problem I like having, admittedly, but we do have too much. And we are now actually looking pretty positive. Upper house rearranged. Okay, good. And determinism for more plurality. Foul murder! Nytungvik is in a state of collective shock as news broke today of foul murder committed in one of our states. All rich strata gain militancy, or poor strata lose militancy, which would be nice. We have a lot of militancy in our land, and poor strata are definitely a lot more of them, so demand the police produce a perpetrator. More plurality as well. Cool. And there we go, another revolt. For which I'm going to say, are all of you hunting rebels right now? No. Well, now you are. Stop. Stay here. Group. Now fight. Off you go. Crush the rebel scum. Extra, extra. Grand strike in Hong Kong. Workers demanding higher wages. Guangxi becomes 50% more socialist, or becomes 20%. Wait. The poor in Nytungvik and in Guangxi, which is one of my most populous states, becomes a lot more socialist, or everyone becomes more socialist. I'm going to say everyone becomes more socialist, because I think that's actually going to be less than 50% from the poor. We have a fair number of poor, though we have a very large middle class. Which still seems really strange to me. China with a massive middle class. What? What do you think this is? America? Mission to Meow. CB decreased some more. War justification. We are 79% done. Unfortunately, we are still dealing with the rebels. And they're still in their war. Like, I need to be somewhat careful about what I declare for, because I don't want it to be overlapping with anyone else. Now, who is it that declared this war? What is that one over? Siamese liberation of Miao Tongking. So it's Tonkin that they're after. Wu wants Jiangxi. Siam wants to cut them down to size, and Siam wants Tonkin. I'd actually like that war to end before we get involved. How's production coming? It's looking pretty decent. Actually, let's have a look at our population and see if we need to cut back on clerks again. Almost. Yes. Guangdong, you have sufficient clerks now. Just looking at the numbers here. Jiangxi doesn't actually look like it has as many labourers as here. Oh, they probably do. Hong Kong and Macau. Let's make you a little bit more efficient. Like so. Yeah, that'll do. Almost finished early railroads, at which point we'll see just how well the capitalists are doing. I mean, we're still not charging them any taxes, so they should be making money. Here we go. We've acquired the state. And they, I think, have just made peace. Nope, they are now the Shun dynasty in Volga, Bulgaria. Shun being those guys, and Shun is actually beating them. Interesting. Okay, so against you, we are going to declare war for a state. The question is which? That's Guangxi, that's Yunnan, that's Hunan, and that's Jiangxi. Jiangxi, I think, has a high population, although it is not a full state. I would like a full state. There is some steel here, there's some wood as well. There's a lot of population here. Not as much as Yunnan, though. Yunnan is huge. And it's mostly tea producing. For that reason alone, we're going for Yunnan. Diplomacy. Meow. Declare war. Acquire state. Oh, I can't. Oh, it must be the capital. Damn. Curses. In that case, I think we're going to go for this bit, which was Hunan. What are you guys fighting over? Sichuan. That's fine. We do not have overlapping desires. Am I going to call my allies? Not unless you call your... Oh, they wouldn't accept anyway. Alright, we've declared war on Miao. The other thing I want to do is start making friends with Kid Ricky again. Because I want everyone to be my friend, clearly. Okay, the other thing we need to do is increase our military expenditure and also technology. Coal output, steel, throughput tech, mining, farming, supply limit. I think we want mechanization. More factory throughput. Makes them more efficient. Right. Let's have the troops coming up. I think we're going to congregate our armies over this side and just start sieging stuff down, honestly. Because I don't know where their army is, and I'm not expecting them to have much of one. Having just been in another war, and also fighting in another one while we are here occupying stuff. So we just kind of need to do the blanket siege, especially for the territories that we actually want to conquer, which unfortunately you're going to hold one of. Nationalist officers. The signs have been evident for some time. Whispers can be heard in the barracks grounds, and sometimes when a Nytungvik officer enters a room, even the liveliest conversation seems to die down. Lose 50% of our officers in Zishang. Whose consciousness is over 6, which I kind of doubt is going to be many. How are we doing in terms of population? Our education is still not good enough. Even with 80% education spending now. We should also be spending more on administration. Not while we're at war. Army expenditure must come first. We are losing money, though not really quickly. We've got some more ships coming in. Marvellous. Are we still building ships? No. I would like to have a couple of frigates. Of them. 12 frigates. And we apparently have pretty good access to raw materials now because they are all under construction already. Good. That makes me very happy. Oh, we're starting to grab the territories. They have a combat skill of 0. Oh dear. Right, so against you, how do I add another war goal? We are pretty darn close, honestly. And my cause for war is rising rather rapidly. Oh, and we're out of money. Right, let's drop down education to 50%. Because I don't want to take out massive loans here. Some are kind of inevitable, but I don't want huge ones. Just make sure we take the territories that we are trying to take here. And then I think we're just going to have to wait for these guys to peace out, and then we take the rest. Oh, and we have another national focus. Which I'm not using. Yours is slightly low. Let's add some more clerks here. And then after this, we'll probably get Tonkin, and then after Tonkin, we might need to start encouraging growth of soldiers, so we can actually raise a decent army. Although we could mobilise for more troops, but it's still not a huge number. Alright, they have been pieced out. This is Siam, yes it is. Alright, let's make sure we grab these territories then. .5. Yeah, that's rising pretty darn quickly now. Mechanized production is complete. Excellent. Practical steam engine. That's mostly mining and farming. We're not lacking for people. We're lacking for efficiency. So interchangeable parts and iron railroad are probably the ones that we want. Let's go for interchangeable parts because I don't know how many railroads these guys have actually built for me yet. They have already built all of them throughout the country. Cool. Timber production output. Economy debated in Nytungvik. I see no reason to monopolise it. 30% more in favour of laissez-faire. Liberalism at its best. Let the people do what they want. But we're liberalism with a kind heart. We'll let the people do some of their own stuff. So Shun, who are you allied with? You are allied with Volga, Bulgaria, who are not very close. And you're quite small. So we could certainly go after Shun, although we will need to consider our infamy, though it is not that high. We could certainly pursue another war. So let's keep our friends with you. Chemotherapy, less attrition, which is good. Oh, it's gone down. Damn. Yom's Vikings have gone bankrupt. That's not good. We are... What are we? Liberals are plural. Okay, We'll argue for pluralism then. Like so. Liberal and anarcho-liberals are in power, 57% of the vote. We're starting to get a couple of people unemployed. Oh, they'll move around, it's fine. New factories are opening, making more and more money. Actually, our factories are pretty profitable, which is good. We need them to be profitable. Right, is that rising? 5.5, yes, definitely. So we're going to wait until that's risen, and then we're going to go and fight them again. All clergymen in Fujian gain consciousness, or we lose 2% of the population. I'll take the consciousness. You want peace. There can be no peace. There can be only war. Five 5.6. I was already at like 6.5. Why did it go down so much? Irritating. Oh man, this is going to take forever. Worth waiting for though, I think. Rebels. We should still be able to fight them. I'm just going to set you all to hunt rebel. Hunt rebel scum. Deal with them. And we are at full maintenance, so... Oh wow, these are actually big units of rebels. That's not great. Right, is jingoism rising or is it low? Lowering? No, it's definitely rising. 5.9. Has to get to 6.9 though. Ugh. Alright, so be it. Losing me more and more manpower. Why are we not killing these guys? Guys, come on. Kill that, and then kill that. You stay there. There you go. See, it wasn't so hard now, was it? More industrial stuff. We're at 41, so we're 32nd overall industrially. Still not enough. I want more. More! Anyway, that's going to be it for this episode. So, thank you very much for watching. If you're enjoying the series, then please do hit that like button. If you haven't done so already, then do consider subscribing. And if you have any tips or advice for me, let me know in the comments. If you'd like to find other ways of supporting the channel, then please do also check out the Patreon, a link for which you can find in the description. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you next time. Goodbye.